I call the Township of Aleppo Commissioners meeting of June 17, 2024 to order at 7 p.m. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
President Jones.
Present.
Commissioner Dara.
Present.
Commissioner Haluka. Here. Solicitor Stein.
Here.
Manager Patterson. Here.
Did you ever speak to presence?
You did.
This meeting will be recorded as all others and will be uploaded to YouTube. Do I hear a motion to approve the June 10th, 2024 workshop meeting minutes?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Aye, second. Sorry, I was somewhere else.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Whew, welcome back to.
Motion passes. Police report.
Well, I was listening to the scanner earlier, and there are trees and wires down everywhere, so I'm guessing that's why we don't have anyone here, but we got the report early this month, so there's a copy of the actual calls in your packet. It doesn't, go into details, but this is what they work from every month. So, the main one for May, where there were 32 EMS calls, some 911 hangups, a burglar alarm for a business, some ordinance violations, a parking complaint, and one theft call, so, and 13 traffic citations, or that's the main summary, so.
Anything unusual?
Did not see anything unusual.
Okey-doke. Emergency management,
No report.
public works.
I make a motion to accept the bid from Youngblood Paving for a unit price of $128,763 for tar and chip of 7 township roads under the 2024 township paving project.
Second. Any discussion? Gwen, would you give a brief summary of Youngblood's completion of project in the Ridge?
Sure. So Youngblood was our contractor for the 2023 paving project, which were all the roads in the Ridge and some touch-ups in a couple other areas. And the roads in the Ridge were successfully paved, and then the joints of the roads were sealed with tar. However, we don't know whether it was a combination of too much tar or too late in the season, but they have remained thick and sticky, too much stuff on the road. So they came back and they applied that sand mixture, which everyone who lives over there has seen, and it left a big mess. We're hoping that the quantity was enough to soak in and absorb some of the tar in the areas where the sanding was done, but their machine broke down while they were doing it. So our engineer has been in contact with Youngblood at the end of last week, and Youngblood was hoping to get back out here this week to clean up sand and hopefully, before they clean it all up, finish sanding the parts that they didn't sand, and then go through the street sweeper and clean it all up. So we're hopeful that that's going to be happening soon. They also still have to pave our parking lot out here. They dug up and replaced the sidewalk that had some issues, the new sidewalk that it had to be replaced, so they corrected that. And so we still have a sizable amount withheld from their contract because there's still work for them to be completed. So that is the 2023 paving project. This 2024 is a separate contract that was just released, put out to bid a month ago for tar and chip on roads, Swickley Heights Avenue, portions of Rhodes Avenue, Overlook Drive, Merriman Road, School Street, Dixwood, and Verdeen, which are over on the other side of 79. So this is a separate contract, and Youngblood was actually the low bidder for this contract as well. So we have two separate contracts that we're.
So we had asked the engineer to talk with Youngblood to make sure they were responsive, because had they not been responsive, I would have been reluctant to approve this bid.
I think our engineer has good communication with Youngblood. So some of the weather's an issue and timing's an issue, but the engineer feels that he has a good communication with Youngblood.
And then in addition, live and learn. So when we tar and chip in 2024, we'll send out notice to all the residents, don't step in the tar because it's going to be wet, and other little warnings, but we'll live and learn.
Yeah.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion approved.
So can we go back to the motion?
I
Yes.
did the motion.
I didn't hear the second. Okay.
Dan,
Dan.
yeah. So the, one other thing under the police, which we zoomed past, my fault. Just so you are aware, we had submitted the request to Ohio Township to extend the contract for 1 more year, and we got formal notification that they agreed to that request. So we have another year, our first option year on the contract is starting July 1st. And so in your packet, you'll also see the invoice for that year, but we just got the formal notice that this
How many
will go
option
for
years?
another year. We have another option year after this one. So we have 1 more option year.
Good.
And then, now we're still in Public Works again, Tim's report, he is here, and it's the basic kind of things. I removed some trees from the runoff area, working on the grass cutting, cut back along several roads. They've been out, weed whacking some of the water weeds and things that grow over the guardrails. They installed a second dog waste station. We now have 2 pet waste stations up in the area we call the park, up at the top of Ingleside. A lot of people were walking their dogs and kind of leaving bags in other people's trash cans and things like that. So we have 2 dog waste stations up there that are being used, so
Wonderful.
yay. And other kind of maintenance on the tractor and property and things.
Good. I'm sure he'll be busy the next couple of days.
Yes.
Planning and zoning.
I make a motion to appoint Ronald Lawrence to the zoning hearing board to complete the balance of a 3-year term ending December 31st, 2024.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. And to the other candidates, Jed Michael and Carolyn Smith, we of course thank you very much for your interest. We know other opportunities will arrive, so stay tuned. Tax collector treasurer.
Good evening, everybody. In your packet, you should have the month of May 2024 tax collected. So we collected a total of $330,203.81 in total taxes. Pages 3 and 4 of your report show May of 2024 compared to May of 2023. Obviously, a lot of these are timing issues with things coming in, why the big difference there. But then also you have the year-to-date amount to the budget. So since we're not quite halfway through the year yet, doing quite well as far as that goes. And then just other comparisons from last year and the year-to-date to 2024 to 2023, with all of that. As far as our ending account balances go, the PNC checking account has $718,605.06. And then all of our investment accounts. The state fund has $88,763.25. The general investment has $1,321,511.98. The reserve fund has $123,028.58. The capital improvement fund has $1,281,851.61. When you add that all up, total monies on hand is $3,533,760.48. However, certain money is pledged for various reasons and things within the township. So subtracting that out, net operating funds is $2,040,117.04. And then you have the balances of the sewer bond account of $781,761.33 and the stormwater account of $374,740.75. Any questions?
And Manager Patterson, have all the funds that we were going to transfer from general to specific reserve accounts been accomplished at this point?
The ones that were budgeted for at the beginning of the budget, yes, they came in. I believe they came in May 31st. I think they were accounted for
Yes.
in this report.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
Any questions? Thank you, Mr. Stu.
Very welcome.
I would like to make a motion to approve the May bill list in the amount of $149,069.81, to ratify May paid bills in the amount of $11,029.56, and to ratify May payroll transfers in the amount of $18,503.50.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
would also like to make a motion to pay the invoice from Ralph L. Seibel Carpet Service as a result of a claim made by Colleen Dara in the amount of $776.61, contingent upon the receipt of a full and final release of future claims.
I abstain.
Yeah, let the record,
I will second that.
okay, and I think we need the record to reflect that Commissioner Dara is abstaining, and for the reason that the claimant is a relative of his, and so he did not participate in consideration, or he will not vote on this motion. So, and he will provide an affidavit to that effect. Thank you, Dan.
All in favor?
Aye.
Done. I seconded that one. Police report.
Sorry, wasn't easy to think, okay. Sorry, we got,
Chasing trees.
yeah, we were in about 20 calls in an hour, so yeah, we were a little busy. For the month of May, we had a total of 66 calls, 32 of which were ambulance calls, so that drops us down. Then we also wrote 13 citations for the month. 3 911 hang-ups, an animal complaint, like 5 different alarms, and some ordinance violations. But other than that, I think we were checking on some solicitors as well, suspicious persons, things like that, because they're out and about, running around like crazy. As I think I said last month, and we'll continue until the summer's over talking about them. But if someone comes to your door and they check them out, they don't have a permit, let us know. We'd love to talk to them.
Any questions? And as always, anything that the residents can do for you?
Nope. Like as I said before, you guys are tremendous help, so we appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
No problem. I am going to leave, I hate to come right in and right back out again, but I got stuff still going on like crazy out there.
We
So.
totally understand and thank you.
All right, take care, thank you.
Stay safe.
Yep.
Aleppo Township Authority.
The bids on the pump station replacement project were received and opened. And bids were about $200,000 higher than the grant money that we have. It's being reviewed. Although Gwen may have more on that than I do.
Gwen?
I'm sorry, what? Sorry. What'd you,
I think that sums it
Coming
up.
from me.
I know, it's contagious. I didn't hear your question, I'm sorry.
Is there something new on the bids for the pump station?
I don't have any new information, no, just that they were open, everything that you said so far, so I don't have any new information about their funding.
Thank you. Any further questions? Quaker Valley Ambulance Authority.
J.R. Henry has officially retired, and we have 2 new leaders, Mike Fashion and Brian Kazenko. I'll get you the contact information, Gwen.
Okay.
And what position did he retire from?
He was the director of Valley Ambulance, Quaker Valley Ambulance Authority. So.
Any questions? Thank you very much. Quaker Valley COG.
I'll give that. There's a hard to recycle event coming up on July 27th at the Buncher Industrial Park. Pre-registration is required. We have flyers out in the lobby, and there's also the information on our website and a link to it so that you can register. You can e-waste, cell phones, polystyrene, Freon containing appliances, tires, and more. So it's a little bit more expanded than what our at your door service provides. So if you need information about that, check out our website or call us.
And because the contract is with the COG, could you explain tomorrow's garbage pickup?
Yes, the Waste Management contacted us as they have in past years and said that because when the heat is getting very high, they request to be able to start earlier. So 2 years ago, it came to the board and the board approved them starting at 6 a.m. So I wrote back and said that was, previously approved to start at 6 a.m. When the temperature, I think, is supposed to hit 87 or more. And what I did say though is that will probably lead to some extra missed pickups because there are people who are very used to putting their trash out. If they know their trash comes at 10, they put it out at 9, if they're here extra early. So I just said, as long as you guys, I know you have to come back and grab the misses the next day, then that should be okay.
And that information is on the website?
It'll be on the latest news of the website.
Good. Anything else from the COG? Mr. Solicitor,
No report.
unfinished business? New business. Did we receive any communications from citizens?
No communications report.
We're adjourned.